stream working. Just refresh that. Reboot. Live. Excellent. Alright, let's begin. So I was just going to do a quick intro to the pack for anyone who hasn't seen it before. So I'm Flan. I'm going to be doing some Flan's Mod Factions Survival today. So this is a faction server running 24/7. It's now just finished the beta and it's releasing properly. So you can come along and join. Everyone's welcome. Yeah, come on, bring your team and start surviving. There's lots of emphasis on guns, weapons, tanks, vehicles, planes, and just having a lot of strong armour to go with that. And yeah, that's the general gist of it. It's also quite a tough pack, lots of monsters and things. I'm just going to quickly show you how to join. Hey there, General Kenobi. How's it going? Let's just go with that. So, if sorry, just going to find my setup. Full screen? No. Desktop. Alright, so this is the CurseForge launcher. This is where you can get the mod pack. There will be a Technic pack version soon. There is not currently. These are just some other test packs and things I've got. So what you do is you open up CurseForge, you click on Minecraft, you log in, etc. And you go into the search bar and look for Flan's Mod Factions. And it should show up. For some reason it's the second one, but it's there. You click install. I've already got it installed and running, so I'll click that. But yeah, as it says, it's for the official faction server, and on there you can find the link for the server IP and our Discord. So you can come and join in, on the server, and you can come and join on the Discord and chat about everything. So that's all you need really. So if you've just come here and you haven't seen anything about the faction server before, that's how you get to it. I'm going to switch over to my gameplay view, and that is the wrong Minecraft. There we go. We'll get stuck in. So yeah, that has worked. So the server went from beta to release today, this morning, and it's sort of midday English time, and it's quite early American time, so I think things will pick up a bit later. But yeah, this is what you'll see when you join the server. I think it's night time. So the spawn area's got rules. You'll check those out before you go, and some tips and tricks. So the server it's tech light with a couple of things to make sure you've got like a lot of resources to make the guns and stuff to start fighting other factions with. So as this sign says, you can use /F, the factions plugin, to create factions, claim chunks, and basically, if you've ever played a faction server before, you'll know what to do. But it's generally you lay claim to an area. That's your protected area. You can't. No one else can damage that area. No one can damage your house if you've claimed it until they attack you, kill you, which decreases the power of your faction, and then they can use the plugin to. I think they can attack your chunks, which takes some time. So yeah, there's a process for declaring war and fighting and taking control over areas from other factions. But it's generally, if you don't get into any fights, you should be quite safe in the area that you've got. So that's the general idea there. And so the main aim of the pack, the big sort of goal for every faction to move towards, is to be the best faction on the leaderboards. This is a custom plugin for this server. So if I just tap leaderboard, it's showing me the top leaderboard. So currently, there's no one's got any points yet because the leaderboard categories are quite tough to get into. So if I do leaderboard list, I can see what the options are. So gold hoarders, you have to have as many gold blocks as you can in your base. I'll come to like how it works out how many blocks you've got in a minute. So there's that for gold, and there's that for... There should be that for Storm Shard. If that's not working, I'll have to fix that. So those two will be about the number of blocks you have in your base. Cake Bakers is just how many cakes you've crafted. Cake was chosen because it's got a lot of ingredients. It's quite a complicated thing. It's also quite a useful thing to make anyway. And you can't uncraft it with a cyclic uncrafting grinder because you won't get the buckets of milk back. So that's why it was picked. And also it's a sort of classic thing. I remember baking cakes on Minecraft servers years and years ago. So that's one of them. Then you've got Dragon, Wither, and Ukrainium. So basically, it's quite simple. For each kill you get on one of them, you get a point. Each of these leaderboards, when you sort of check them out, leaderboard Dragon, for example, will have a list of each of the factions that basically until you have 1 point, you're not going to appear on the leaderboard. But it will list everyone who's killed the dragon some number of times, and then if you if you get more if you get higher up on those leaderboards, you will get points towards the top leaderboard. It's not exactly linear, so it's something like 12 points for first place, 10 points for second place, 8, and so on. And it's it goes down in a sort of I don't know. It's not like a linear progression or anything, but there is a formula for it. You get a certain number of points based on how high up you are. So if you were to come onto the server and you were deciding you wanted to get to be the top faction, you might come on and there might be some people who have done some Ender Dragon kills, some people have done some Wither Farm kills, and the cake board's quite high, but nobody's really touched the gold yet, so you could try and make your mark that way. And even if you're third on all the boards, but you're way ahead on something else, that can be a good strategy as well as just trying to go for top on one board. So there's a lot of different things to do, lots of different activities for people to do, lots of stuff to do. And there's one more leaderboard called the events board, which it's not done automatically by the plugin. It's just basically whenever I'm on my admin account running an event, I will give out points for event victories, and those will all be displayed at the event or beforehand on Discord to sort of say this is how many points you can get if you complete this task or whatever. So that's the kind of thing we'll be doing there. So you do need to engage in the community a little bit as well. I am looking for some staff to do events not in GMT as in English time. So that would be good because then everyone gets a chance to join in. But yeah, that's how all the leaderboards will work. And the aim is to become the top faction. Oh, I should say that the gold and should be Storm Shard, but it's not there right now, so I think the integration hasn't quite worked. The gold leaderboard is done based on your vault. So when you've made your faction and you've claimed some chunks, you can use /vault. I think /vault set. In fact, I can do that now because it won't work. You need to be in a faction. You can only set your vault in a chunk that your faction owns. So once you've set your faction's vault, it just basically it's one chunk, as in a 16 by 16 bit of the world. It will count every single block in that chunk, and it will basically say, but basically every block in there will count towards your score on the Gold Hoarders board or the Stormborn board, I think it was called. So yeah, that's the general idea. The downside of entering into those leaderboards is that all the vaults on the map will be public knowledge. So that's that will encourage people fighting each other, trying to break into each other's vaults. So you've got to make sure that your vault chunk is very well protected. You've got your blocks underground, and there's obsidian walls and piston doors, and basically make sure that nobody else can get in. That's the general idea. Because yes, it will be public if you've entered into that board. And of course you could say, well, why would I do that? I don't want to risk my valuables being stolen. But you can't become the top faction on the server if you haven't entered into the gold board and the Storm Shard board, because other people will come along and do it instead of you. So that's the idea. But we're way off that right now. That was just sort of an intro to the server, explanation of what's going on. That's kind of it, really. I think I'm not sure if my videos are still around from beta. I haven't got my Twitch set up so it keeps them for too long, but I'm probably just going to get started, go and do some survival, do some early game stuff, and see where we go from there. I keep forgetting that I've got a mod called Move Plus, and I'm still not sure how I feel about it. It allows you to do dodges in different directions, but I'm used to double tapping W to sprint, so that's going to take some getting used to. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see if players can turn that on and off individually. We'll see. So this is the spawn area. We've got landing strip and helipad for anyone who wants to come back to spawn with the vehicles that they've created. You'll notice that we've got these geolysis samples, which indicate that, for example, azurite means there's copper underground. This is something that was a bit controversial in the beta, that some people wanted more vanilla spawns, because it's a bit hard to find geolysis things when you're first starting out. So I've added both this time, so I did not mean to do that. Interesting. Not sure why I'm way out of safe zone. Yeah, that is weird. I'll check on that in a moment. I have a starter kit as well. Everyone on the server gets a little bit of wood, a little bit of mushroom stew, just in case the spawn gets completely wrecked. Everyone's got access to a little bit of something, and a starter pistol. Not like a starter pistol in a race, just a little pistol to get you going. I've also got no audio, which is interesting. Okay, I think that's better. I don't want it to be too loud and drown me out, but I want some audio. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to just look this up because I've been on checking out the server, doing all the admin stuff, and I thought I was basically checking the safe zone permission because I thought, oh, that'll be problematic. But then it seems like I may have accidentally set it up so you can't do anything outside of your, like in wilderness areas. I can't remember whether I did that on purpose or not. I will. I'll get to a spot, claim a chunk, see how it goes, and then yeah. I will check the configs after I've done this. Oh, question mark, question mark, question mark. We've got a few more world generation mods. Oh, I can see on the minimap this is like a big old crater. Oh wow. We've got a few more world generation mods with a few more dungeons. This, given the boss health bar, looks like it's probably Chocolate Quest Repoured, which is a completely crazy name for a mod, but it adds a variety of dungeons with, I think, quite powerful mobs, so I'm going to leave them behind. Nearly jumped to my death. And yeah, I will move on somewhere else. We can come back there later. I have just noticed over here something that's actually this is new in the latest version of Flan's Mod Apocalypse, which is something we do have on the server now. There is the whole Apocalypse dimension provided, and you can go and explore it. There's a few additional things from Apocalypse. It adds these abandoned portals, similar to the Minecraft abandoned portals in version 1, I don't know, something and up. Basically in 1.16 I've seen them, but I can't do that because of the rules. This is a nice ravine. Not showing off the ore spawn quite well. There definitely is ore down there. Yeah, I'm going to have to just pick a spot. I might find like a good geolysis deposit and pick a spot and claim it, because I think that might be the way the rules are set up at the moment. Again, anything like that is still sort of potentially going to be tweaked over the next couple of days. Yeah, because we've switched factions plugin. So the beta version was, well, obviously it was beta, so we were just testing things out. I initially got a galena. That's not very useful. It's like silver and lead. Although actually, if there is regular iron in the ground, then it could be good to sort of pick a sample that's something that is going to be different to that, because if we can get iron anywhere, then there's no need to go for an iron cell. What was I saying? In beta we were using a mod version of factions. So that's gone a bit weird. I've got 2 Minecrafts open just in case I need to go into admin mode, and it keeps flicking back every now and then. Yeah, there we go. Yes, in the beta we had a mod that did the factions, so it didn't have a lot of footfall as far as I could tell. So it was a factions mod made with Forge. So it just doesn't sort of seem to be massively well supported. So not the best. I can't eat here. Oh, no, I can. I can't click on the floor with it. So yeah, it wasn't the best made thing. It had quite a few bugs. I think people were getting their bases destroyed a bit. So now we are on SpongeForge. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt quite a bit. We're on SpongeForge, which is a mix of Sponge and Forge, surprisingly. If you don't know, Sponge is like the newer, latest versions of Bucket. It's a server-only plugin, and SpongeForge is just a bit of both. You can do Forge mods and Sponge mods. But the sort of the long and short of that is Sponge mods are much better supported because they're more well used. So we've got a factions mod that seems a lot better. I may have not set it up right. So tweaking is required over the next few days, but we're on basically a more stable setup now, so that's nice. I'm going to check out the city. I don't want to go into any of the buildings because they're quite dangerous, but might be a good way to find some samples quickly, just to see them on the ground. I can't. This isn't going to be very good. Can't even get in. Yeah. Let me just switch Minecrafts. See if I can fix this. It might be I have to restart the config. For the post beta, I've decided to get myself an alternate account. So I have Jamio Flan and Flanogram, who will. So basically, you'll know it, like Flanogram is going to be survival, Jamio Flan is going to be admin, just so I don't sort of cross wires there. And there's no sort of potential for anything getting mixed up. I mean, like last time, most of the problems were that my stuff got deleted by mistake when I went from survival into creative and then did an inventory clear, which is just not really. It's kind of annoying when you're trying to play survival. So eagle. Is it just factions? I think this might be a server config issue, so I think... potato salad guy, hello. I'm actually going to shut down the server for a minute and go and sort that out. I might just pause everything over here and come back to the stream in 5 minutes while I sort that out. Potato is the worst time to join. Is potato there? Right. Okay. Anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Sorry about that. Hello. Sorry about that. I think so. Yeah, server's closed. I think it should be restarting correctly. I'll give it a minute. Yeah. The issue seems to have been that the wilderness was protected from people attacking it or doing anything with it. So I think the idea is that you have to claim an area to start working on it. But if you need to if you're just trying to traverse the world and you're trying to get out of a hole in the ground or something, you don't have to claim that, and then basically a little bit of a faff, really. So in theory that's fixed. We'll refresh, see if that works, and we shall be back. There we go, that's better. Ah, now it's night time. Classic. Yeah. In that case, I can actually hovel up for the night. I don't particularly want to hovel up. I mean, I haven't really got a whole lot of stuff to be to work with yet. If I grab a bit of dirt, have I got auto jump on? No, I just double tapped. There. Yeah. Could smash a fence piece, but that seems like too much effort. Let's get my brightness up to like 50. The movie's just too dark. Is this building haunted? It is haunted, let's see. So I think 80% of the buildings are haunted and therefore have horrible, horrible monsters in them. We don't want to touch any of those. Let me just double check that my audio came back online since I came back. Yeah, that's all good. Just want to be sure. This is good. 3 iron samples. That means it's probably a good one. Let's create. Faction name. I don't know really. I had Hovel Club last time because I literally lived in a disgusting little hovel. I could just claim Apex Predators right now. I know they were the main faction on the other server. I wouldn't do that. Don't know. General Kenobi, you got any ideas? You still there? Oh, it's too much. It's too much responsibility. I'm just gonna do my crafting table and I'm gonna think about it. So I don't particularly want to be Hovel Club again. Hovel Club isn't like something I'm attached to in any way, as you can probably imagine, given that the name is literally Hovel Club. I might make a little house on this corner. Oop. Yeah, the jumping's a little weird. I'll probably get lots of requests to turn that off at some point. So I'm going to need some blocks. It's oddly quiet here. Where are all the monsters? Let's have a little dig. I could name it. I can name the faction after the city they're in. I could give the city a name. There we go. Got some stone. Very nice. Getting upgrade. I feel like I'm always a little bit wary of doing sort of fairly monotonous stuff on stream. I don't know if that sort of is an actual concern, like, because I'm quite new to the streaming. I don't know if anybody get bored when you have to do the sort of the more grindy bits of Minecraft where you just need some materials. talk about the pack some more. So I guess what I should talk about is the differences between this pack and the beta version. So quite a few changes. Potato salad guy. It's got a few changes. Got better factions, better plugins. I've got world edit, but that's just for me. But it does mean I can make some better arena maps and spawn areas and things like that. So just higher quality server management, in theory. What are the other differences? Oh, I found a mod called Valkyrian Skies, which I'm very excited to try out. It looks quite complicated to get set up, and I assume it will cost quite a lot of resources. But the idea is that it's basically a load of airships, but airships in the sense of you build a set of blocks and then you take those blocks off the Minecraft block grid and turn them into a floating set of blocks. So I played a mod called Da Vinci's Vessels, also on 1.12 recently, and it was a bit dodgy. Like when you turn the blocks into a flying ship, they just sort of become this weird entity that, I mean, it renders like those blocks, but at the same time it doesn't really have any physics. It looks a bit glitchy. If you drop out of it, without being careful, this is a bit worrying. Yeah. Oh, there's my hematite. That was nice and easy. I might go up and build my base, and I've got some stone, and then come back to that in a bit. That seems like a solid plan. I did turn all my logs into planks, which was stupid, because now I don't have this tree. There's plenty of trees, but I would like some charcoal. I think it's just a little house in the corner. Maybe if we do this, then we've got enough space for a door there, or a double door. Yeah, that'll do. Oh my gosh, I've lost my train of thought. I was talking about additions to the pack. Hey, a creeper. I was talking about additions to the pack, and specifically... Oh, Valkyrian Skies, yes. So, I have seen videos of it, and it looks amazing. It looks like a proper, physically simulated airship simulator, where each disconnected block grid, this move stuff is slightly annoying. Yeah, each disconnected block grid, hello. Yeah, each disconnected block grid that you make into like your aeroplane or whatever it is you're making, I guess generally most of the time you're making like air balloons. It has its own physics. They can bump into each other with full physics. You can walk around inside them, which is crazy, especially given that I've been working on this sort of stuff in Minecraft for a very long time, like vehicle physics and stuff. I'm genuinely super impressed by the stuff that they've done in the mod. It's pretty crazy. Doors! Perfect. Look at my lovely house. Ow, what? What? What I should do is claim this quickly so I can set my home point before I die. Create. Wait, how do you do it? Is it tag? Oh, too many arguments. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit cheesy. That'll do. Is that? Seagulls? What? What? Wasn't it? Oh, okay. An aeroskeleton, which just sounds very seagull-y. Yeah, Valkyrian Skies looks awesome, so I'm very excited to go and try that out at some point. I probably will need a lot of resources. This isn't a conventional staircase, but who needs conventional? We have some planks upstairs. I don't know how much space I need, but oh yeah, yes, that was why I was doing that. Was so I can F claim and set my home. Ow. F claim. That's all covered. Home set, so I can come back here anytime, which is very handy. Grab some slabs. I'm gonna need more wood. Brilliant. Excuse me. I should probably set myself some goals for this session, just so we know where we're aiming for. So if I were to set some goals, ooh, hold on. Wait, that's wilderness. Okay, that seems okay. Maybe if I just do this. I'm not trying to go for anything particularly styling here, just get something that works. If I do that, I can do planks along the top. I might just keep it a flat roof, keep things simple. I don't particularly want to fuss around over my house too much. Or jump off the edge. Oh wow, this really is like... Oh, of course, because this is part of the city and these will be chunk aligned. That would make sense. Maybe I should use more cobble. This is ugly, isn't it? Oh well. Nice ugly house to start us off. It's better than our hovel from last time though. Just a hole in the ground. These on here. That's me out of blanks. Oh, I can use those if I go up. This is by no means any sort of building tutorial video. This is do not do this at home. You can build better than this. I believe in you. I'm really just building with what I've got. I'm going to make another coffee table because I'm lazy and I want to go all the way down and just tower back up again. Good. Okay. I should have torches on here, but I don't have any coal yet. Alright. Yeah, let's just go. Boop. That's alright for a day one house. I've got enough for an axe and probably a sword, to be honest. Yeah, let's get some wood so we can have some chests, keep our stuff safe. I mean, from me dying, not from like other people. Okay, grab some wood. So the spawn on the old server was an absolute nightmare, covered in all sorts of horrible mobs. It did seem like there was some stuff further out when I was when it was nighttime just now, but it was really quite quiet. I wonder if there's something about these platforms that the lost cities spawn on that means they don't spawn quite as many. Let's keep a little bit of that for a furnace. If I grab some stone. Yeah, there might be something about being in this lost city that means it stops spawning regular mobs, which would be weird. I mean, it's quite powerful to be able to just escape from things by being in a city. Because I've had a pretty good time of it thus far. Perhaps having the mushroom soup is all you need to sort of keep yourself alive a bit longer. I'm hoping people can get out of spawn and just get themselves settled without too much sort of intense pain. Right, let's convert those up. I'll just do these, and then I'll leave it at that. I could make some aluminium. I don't think I need that, but okay. little bit of sticks. I'm just doing this because I didn't like how the house looked from outside. It's just a bit too plain. So right, do this, and this, and oops. Oh, this isn't going to look good. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. That's better. We just do that, and take out that one, that one. That's all symmetrical and beautiful. What a lovely house. Yeah, I kind of hate it, but that's fine. Oh, and a chest. Or a couple of chests would be good. On there, on there. Don't need any of these flowers, don't need these bowls. We should put that back. Don't need any of these guides. I could hold on to my parachute just in case. And yeah, oh, there's another guidebook. Down there. Dead sapling. Probably that's not going to achieve a whole lot, planting a dead sapling. I suppose in reality it's just not in reality, but like in Minecraft rules, it's just a regular tiny tree there. Nope, wanted. I'm leaving. Might be a building around here that's not haunted. Good. How's it looking? Baby zombie. I hate baby zombies. Ooh. I was playing some Half-Life Alyx this morning, and it's an absolute nightmare when your gun runs out of ammo. Because you have to sort of press to release the kit with a clip, get yourself a new one, slot it in, pull it back. It's doing all that while you're being attacked by something. It's pretty scary. So, oh, this one's not locked. Excellent. Wait, can I just extract it? There we go. I've got a bucket and everything. I can go to the nether. Excellent. Grab a furnace, why not? Okay. I might be a little quieter while I'm doing this because ow! Wait a minute. Is this walls? I see it. We can't mine. Yes, that's a server rule. You can't mine spawners. Oh, what? Oh, hey, potato salad guy. Stand still for 5 seconds. Get a chance to have a little drink of water. And home we are. Oh, home in the floor. That was pretty violent, to be honest. Yeah, I need to not get greedy, just get as much loot as I feel like I can without just being completely obliterated. Ugh. Oh gosh, we've got 2 axes. Yeah. 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 Okay. So I swapped out Gravestone, the Gravestone mod, which just makes you into a little headstone, for Lootable Bodies mod, which is pretty grim, I'm not gonna lie, but also kind of it's kind of fun. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! I don't want to open both doors. I just want to open one of them. Okay. Grab everything and leave. I think it's still like it's not like one of those games where you can chop up your own body and cook the meat like Ark, but you got a little bit of health there. Right. How about if we just go up to the next floor from the outside? Or is that perhaps just me being a bit too much of a vandal? Oh! Oh no 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 no! We don't want that. Well, this is okay. I probably should just find another chest and say call it a day there. So I've got enough loot. Oh wow, maybe that's why there's been no spawns around. It's because of all of the stuff in here. Just want some loot. Oh, actually, it's getting dark. I should go. Hello, sheep. I'm afraid I don't have 2 iron, so I need this wall for a bed. It's murdering time. Essential part of any Minecraft playthrough is murdering lots of sheeps and other creatures. It's quite nice. There's little stairs there. Oh, my house is so ugly by comparison. Ooh, it's so bad. But I've got some coal now, so I can light it up. I'm really just sticking to the basics this morning, today. Let's grab 2 of those. Nope. And a bed. May as well put it upstairs. Boop. So I suppose you seem to lose faction power just for dying. Dying to enemies, I mean mobs, which is pretty brutal. Oh, I should show these off. These are found in various chests, like the one I just found, and they're completely useless. By which I mean they're collectibles. There's about 100 to collect, and I'm hoping that this gives some people something more to do. Ideally, you could collect the entire set of about 100 and display them somewhere in your faction's showcase room, your trophy room. That's the word. So yeah, they're just a nice little flair to the loot you get. Same as collecting music discs in Minecraft and the Quark runes and things. I'll probably just leave that in there. I'm just going to stash some of my loot. So then I don't need raw mutton. I've got a bucket now. I probably want to go underground for a bit. Keep the sticks, I can make some tools. Yeah, probably want to go underground, explore that ravine, see if I can get myself some iron, and get kitted up. So, if we grab a bit of this water, that's pretty cheeky. What we need to do now is pop that there, and down we go. Perfect. That's not so perfect. What's that? Oh, but now I have a lava bucket. So I'm pretty sure I turned vanilla iron spawns back on. I'm seeing plenty of immersive engineering stuff. Yeah, that's another difference between the mod pack beta and release. We got construct armory, so that's more like Tinker's Construct but armor, in the same vein as Tinker's Construct. You make armor pieces, you smelt them with the forge, you stick them together and you get some very fancy looking armor with some cool traits. And yeah, immersive engineering is another one. I've never really played with immersive engineering, but it seems very sort of on theme. So sort of, I think somebody described it as diesel punk. It's very industrial, but it's a good way to get some tech out there for anybody who wants to make their base a little bit more advanced, get some sort of advantages in just sort of having a more efficient base that can process things better. So yeah, I mean that's the general theme of the pack and the world is. It's not sort of old styley, but it's more post-modern and apocalyptic. So technology's a bit thin on the ground. Basically, you can find cool technology hidden away, like old guns and stuff. but crafting it is more difficult because it's a sort of classic apocalyptic societal collapse. It's harder to create advanced technology and stuff. So yeah, Tinker's Construct and immersive engineering seems to fit that niche of sort of old industrial era, industrial / earlier feel for the tech in the pack. So that's why that's the current selection. To be honest, I haven't really used immersive engineering. I just checked out the sort of list of what it does and took a look at some videos of it. So it seems pretty good. I'm going to have a go at some point. Get my immersively engineered base up and running. I guess that would be the phrase. Let's just torch up there. You need to keep remembering, like when you're on stream, don't just dig in the dark. Nobody likes that. These are all blocks. Take a little bit of time to get through. It seems to take longer than vanilla ore blocks. Oh, I suppose what I can do, one of the major advantages of having factions is you can F home at any point, as long as you can stand still for 5 seconds. When I say F home, I mean the command I just used, /F space home. So once you've claimed a chunk and you've done set home on that chunk, that is now the home for your faction. And any member of your faction can teleport back there. The way you do that is, well, F home, and you have to stand still for 5 seconds. So it means you can't do it while you're in a fight, you can't do it while you're in water, or maybe you can if you're on the bottom of the ocean or something, but like, yeah, you need to hold still in order for it to work. But it does mean what I could do is go down and explore that mine shaft, and then just come straight back, which is brilliant. I can go and check it out, have a look, see what's up, etc. Silver, for which I will need some diamonds. Yeah, it's not looking good for the vanilla ores, which I'm going to have to correct as soon as possible. Oh, we're under a haunted building. Small silver ore. Don't really want that. Oh, ooh, spooky. Cobwebble stone. It's definitely not called cobwebble stone. Ooh, I will grab these because these provide food and dyes. And dyes we need for making some gun boxes, which is one of the sort of fairly standard early points of Flan's mod, is get your gun box and start making some guns. I'm hoping we can find a little minecart on the track somewhere, because the loot tables for Flan's mod have been buffed in some of the latest updates. Ooh, don't like skeleton noises. Nope, skeleton. What is going on? Oh, it's the seagull things again. Aero skeletons. What if I just do this? What? What happened to it? My lava! Oh, this is not looking good. Excuse me? How many hearts did I take then? Oh, should probably have spawned in my bed. Again, I am, as it were, a bucket / sponge noob, and I'm a lot more familiar with Forge, so if there's anything like that, report it on Discord and I shall get it fixed. I just... okay. Sploosh. Yeah, that's not intentional. We should have that fixed at some point. Brilliant. I went that way, didn't I? I think I went that way. Ooh, Valkyrium ore. I didn't go past that. I didn't go past any of this. This is quite a mess, really. This is a lot more than I bargained for. Oh, great. All this jumping around. Yeah. Just so everyone knows, I did that on purpose. Because I had basically no way to get back up. I don't know, there might have been some dirt around. That would have been a sensible thing to do. Oh no, it's yet another saga of trying to get my stuff back repeatedly. I might look into this move plus stuff because it's annoying me more than it's helpful. Disable? I can't just do that, can I? No options. Okay. That's unfortunate. I think I'll have to just deal with it for today. Might be worth polling, see what people feel about it. I'm expecting people to be generally against. It's quite annoying. Oh, a wolf. Oh wait, I've got death markers on. Of course, I could just find myself. That would be the easy way to do things. Is this the way I went? It's the way I went when I turned around. Oh yeah, got myself a cave route. Is this why people do hardcore on streams? Just so they don't have to repeatedly do the tracking back to your old stuff trick? It's hardly a trick, but yeah. Oh, this is the way I went. Oh, good. Oh, right. So they can... Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Half a heart. I need to get this iron home and then, yeah, just get this melted, get myself a shield, get myself some armour. Hey Snorlax, this is the server. Are you intending to join? Are you trying to get in? Oh my goodness, it got dark. There we go. So I don't like the blood moons all that much. Yeah, I can't sleep during blood moon, so I'm just going to stay inside, hope that nothing comes for me. Hope that nothing gets through my door. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. No, gotta leave right now. These things are fun. Gotcha. They just wrecked my house. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so dark. Shit. There's a spider with babies. Oh, here we go. It's dying time. Oh my goodness. You know that? I'm gonna run out of bullets. This might be on my last clip. That's it. Oh, by an arrow skeleton. Hey Snorlax, I'll join and James updated the pack on Technic. Ah, yeah. The Technic pack isn't updated yet. I think James will be coming on later. That's James James K417. I don't know. I can't remember his full name. Or like, you know how I mean. That's a slight security flaw. I wonder if the mage guys will still attack me when the doors are closed. Like, I seal it completely. I don't give them any windows. I need to see them from. No, 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 no! I'm not getting any criticals. It's this roof. Okay. That's it. Oh, I lost one of my trophies. I mean, maybe it's best just to wait in spawn, in the spawn showers. So yes, Snorlax, waiting for James to update that. I haven't got, well, my attempt to upload a Technic Pack version didn't work so well, so he knows what he's doing with that. I think he's on a bit later, the American time, so yeah, there will be a Technic Pack version soon. I should probably figure out how to do Technic Pack, because it seems like a couple of people are more reliant on it and would rather not install CurseForge, which I can fully understand. Yeah. I can't really sort that out just yet. But yeah, will be sorted soon-ish, I think. That's cool. What time is it? Halfway through the night. I mean, it's dangerous going home. I'll grab myself a tree so I've got some blocks to do quick repairs. But I really need to go out and get my stuff back. Oh, what? Go away! You can't blow up the spawn. I mean, what I'm really saying is, you shouldn't be able to blow up the spawn, that's configured incorrectly. Oh, that's the problem. That's one block out of range. I shall fix that later. That is not a problem for now. Why did I come back? I didn't need to go that way. I don't know if it's better to sprint or to just constantly do those move plus jumps. It's probably better to sprint. Right. Okay. Home seems safer, but it would be nice to go back and get my stuff from over there. That skeleton warrior is going to be a right pain. And that guy. Yeah, even like these quite strong ranged characters even have like good what do I call it as well? Ranged characters got really powerful melee attacks just to add insult to injury, really. Is the mod on the CurseForge all the mods for the server? Do you mean to say, do you want to make like your own copy of the server with the pack? If you want to just join as a client, the CurseForge pack is there, and it's everything you need. I'll just drop the link in the chat as well. It's on the Discord, but I'll just throw it in there, just so anyone who's looking at this can see it. There's the pack, and there's the IP address. Don't click on that because that won't go anywhere. But that's the Minecraft address. If you wanted to create your own server, you can do it just the same. It's the exact same client mods, but with SpongeForge, and then like I'm not sure if plugins is something I should. Well, I can't really share them around on CurseForge, but I'm not sure if that's something that's more up to like personal taste. So I could tell you what plugins I'm using. I don't know. I might be misinterpreting your question. That's a bit strange. I am doing that. Yeah, you're on the curse. Yeah, that should be it. That should be all you need to join the server. Right, I am going to F home. Oh, thunder and lightning, just to add a bit more. I think we're probably in like the last quarter of the night, so it might be best just to get my stuff back in the morning, especially with the dead bodies. Well, there's now 3 dead bodies, which will hold my loot for a while, in theory. Did I really just run off with all my iron? Oh, that was it. I was putting my iron in the furnace at the point at which my house got blown up, so yeah, that's annoying. I really wish I'd managed to get that in the oven. Oh, right, I see. There's not much point in a bed if spawns aren't working right now. But, that's slightly frustrating. What can I do in the meantime? There's not a lot I can do with this stuff. It's like I'm on Ready Steady Cook. Like, what can you make with some bones and gunpowder? Oh, I know what I can do. So, this is another thing. There's a starter kit when you join the server. It gives you some logs, some food, a starter pistol, which is an M9, a few clips of ammo. I think that's it. Yeah, that sounds about right. And a parachute just in case you spawn. Like, well, the spawn's quite flat, but just in case you need it. Like, I think it's nice to have a parachute. That's a little emergency item. But there's another thing you can do. It's mentioned in the spawn area, so everyone should get the idea to remember to do it later. But there's another kit which you can use one time only. The idea being it's some more mid-game materials, not mid-game, but like still early-game materials, but it's not like a little pack to help you make your first guns. Yeah, it's on a kit, so you can choose when you get it, when you've found a safe spot and you've bunkered down and stuff. So, what did we call it? Kit list. Oh no, that's a permission I haven't set up correctly. So you'll be able. So once I fix that, I should start a little list for after the stream. But yeah, you should have access to /kit gunsmith, which will give you a bit of iron, a bit of gunpowder, and basically the dyes you need to make the gun boxes. Okay, here we go. Wait, can I just chop them up? This is pretty grim. Oh yeah, that's a quick way of getting stuff. This is kind of disturbing. I wonder if you can make like a farm of these. There's no real benefit to it, but you can use all your faction power, but you can just make a farm of your own dead body. Yeah. Let's just reveal my coordinates to everyone, and then it should be fairly safe now because the faction plugin is a bit more solid. Oh gosh, oh, it's so much worse. Oh, sorry. Yes. Thank you, Polyster20. I just realised. Yeah. I was looking at that a moment ago. And I was like, "Huh, that's a bit weird." And then I didn't clock that that's the live feed was coming from the wrong Minecraft. Thank you for pointing that out. Yep, that's fixed now. So yes. For a summary of what just happened, I went and got my bodies back, chopped them up in a really horrible fashion. But I got my stuff back, and let's get the iron on. I used all my charcoal. That was silly. I need to either find some coal or get some more logs. Oh look, a little spider. He's so cute. Definitely gonna kill me. Okay, it's alright. It follows regular spider rules. Oh, coal sample. I could use that. In fact, there's coal samples all around here. And a cave. No, tiny little indent that's not a cave. Right, I might grab some of this coal. Or attempt to. Let's see how we go. Ooh, marble. We could upgrade our house while we're here. Yeah, so ideally, we should get a little bit of coal. It'll be quicker than, more efficient than doing charcoal, but obviously if it's a really deep one, that'll be really annoying. I'm hoping it's not. Amount of torches. I'll give it a few more blocks, because the coal can appear quite high. Oh, there we go, we've got it. I was going to give it a few more blocks and then give up on it, just because I don't want to sort of be digging in the dark for ages. But that's pretty good. We found it. there. Ah, yes. Come on, Quark. Let me do reach around placement. Is that a name tag? Oh, that's my dead body. That's just. Yeah. Okay. Need to get a little bit, get a torch. Light the place up. There we go. Got one. Okay. Grab some coal. I definitely did change the geolysis settings yesterday to make sure it does still generate vanilla coal and stuff. Not really sure what's going on there. Dig. Let's get a nice handful. This is a pretty good spot that I found with iron vein and coal vein nearby. Should probably pick up some of this stuff. Okay, 10 coal. I might grab 16 or so. Then I can just stick 8 in each of the furnaces. I don't like that there's a dog yowling. Dog that could definitely do me some damage. You don't need flowers. F, home, stand still. Can I craft while I do that? Not that I have anything to craft. Ooh, I got an ender pearl from that mage I killed. So it's not all bad. Alright. I'll put that in first, because that's just better quality stuff. I'll melt some copper, why not? Ooh, we have a scammer in chat. How do I get rid of someone? Oh, I don't know. Ah, there we go. Ban. Easy. That was fun. And then, obviously, my Minecraft has switched. There we go. Right. Okay, I've got my iron. I can't do my gunsmith kit right now because that's bugged. My house is hideous. Right, what's the next port of call? I suppose I'm just trying to think through all the different things that I've got as potential options to do. The apocalypse is a bit more it's a bit more endgame actually, because you've got to go and either find 2 portals and stick all the power cubes together, or and once you're in there you're stuck, or you've got to make an AI mecha, which is just a lot of resources to do so. Oh, there's still one over there. I could pop down to the nether. I've got the bucket, so I just need to find some lava. The nether is pretty horrible in this mod pack. It's pretty much the same as in the beta version, where it will absolutely annihilate you. Oh, I did get my zombie butcher figure case. It did pop off and come back. Can really do with some more food and stuff. Copper ingots. Yeah, so I could pop down to the nether, get some stuff, start thinking about blaze rods, ender pearls, and ice bender. Try and get to the stronghold. I made my base in a stronghold last time. Maybe that would be too samey. I don't know. I could plan to have a new house soonish, or I could start. Perhaps sort of get myself a gun would be a good plan. Snowax. Flan's mod factions 1.00.zip. This zip is for the server. It is, yes. So that zip, if you download it directly from CurseForge, won't just run by itself, because it's the way CurseForge distributes mods is it gives you like it's a zip folder with a list of the mods in it, just like a text file list, and any config overrides. So it won't just work if you open it. You have to import it through CurseForge. I think the what's it called? The other one is easier. The Technic pack. It literally just plonks all the files on your computer for you. I think. Again, I've not really used Technical Launcher, unfortunately, so I can't really say for sure. One thing we have lost since beta, which I should probably mention, is Pam's Harvest Craft was unfortunately causing crashes, so I've removed it from the server. I wish we could have had it. It gives you a bit more depth to cooking and gives you a bit more of a reason to do so. But unfortunately, hey, there we go. Got my axolotl onesie that I found online for my non-admin account. You know, just it's casual, like it's casual time because I'm not adminning, so you got to dress down. Ooh, nope. Yeah. I really shouldn't like start the new train of thought midway through another because I'm just terrible at remembering what I was talking about. Oh well. Oh, we're talking about Pams. Yeah, Pams has a crash. It's really annoying. I quite like Pams, but unfortunately there will be no Pams on this version. So regular Minecraft food strategies do still apply, or that's what we're back to. So, you know, golden apples are amazing, obviously, but you want to do your cooked meat and stuff for your best quality food. Potentially cakes. I don't know if cakes would be a good idea. Ooh, that could be a good goal for today. I could try and make a cake, although I'd need what I need: some sugar cane, an egg, or 2 eggs. Oh, a bit of wheat. That might be more difficult. If I just grab that, 3 buckets of milk. So I need to find some cows. I need to find some chickens. The sun's going down, so that's not great. Oh, we got cows. We've got lava spewers on the ground. An invasion has started. You can't sleep during invasion nights. I probably need to turn Blood Moon off if we're going to have invasions. Yeah, we don't want both of those. There is there's a block you can create, which is like a blood sacrifice block, which allows you to skip invasion nights by sacrificing some of your blood to the blood god. Who knows what's going on there, but yeah, that's a whole thing you can do. Let's go down here. I probably will regret coming out at night like this, but I can just get 3 buckets of milk from 1 cow. Easy. Now, I thought I saw a chicken, but I don't know. Oh. Should have built a shield, you know, doing all that iron stuff. I've definitely seen a chicken at some point. Oop. Lava spewers just dying. Great. I probably shouldn't have spawned them. Oh, hello. That's a lot of string for a tiny spider. Oh, hello. 2 swords and a horse. I definitely saw a chicken. I think it was somewhere around here. This is generally a bad idea. Going out at night like this. Aha, sugar. That's that sorted. So if I make a cake, I can be number 1 on the cakes board, so I can start things rolling. Snorlax. If you get a diamond, you should make a mattock. It mines in a 3x3 area and is useful for the veins. Oh, yeah, yeah. I definitely should. I've seen... I didn't know about the mattock, but I've seen people have been using it a lot on the beta version. Yeah, it requires obsidian as well, doesn't it? So I would need... I think I would need a diamond pick to get that obsidian, or I'd have to be quite lucky and find it in a chest or something. Not seeing the chickens I need. Could take a boat for a bit. That might change things up a bit. Potentially get us something interesting. It is quite nice that you can just F home whenever you want. So I'm quite free to just go and explore by boat, go really far away, and just, ooh, I'm home. I'm already getting this invasion, like zombie, what was it, zombie miners. I've not seen them. I see spiders, I see normal stuff. Not sure about the invasion. You call this an invasion? Oh, it's like too far across there. So I got my milk. I need some wheat. And I need some chicken. No, I need some chickens for the eggs. I need some chicken. That is cool. Good to know. Oh, I'm looking at the map. This island is just sort of completely boring. Ooh, and also abandoned portal. Might be able to get a bit of obsidian there. If I can get cobalt in the nether, it can mine obsidian. I think cobalt in the nether requires obsidian to mine. I think it's the other way around. I might be wrong. I thought that was how it worked. Let's get some blocks. Bonk, bonk. So this is one of the abandoned portal structures I was talking about. You'll find them all over the world. They're fairly rare. Yeah. So they are most of a time portal, as in a portal to the apocalypse. But they're not. They will never be finished. You'll always have to do some assembly yourself. And aha, obsidian. And we have a power cube here, so I could plant this power cube on the corner. If I found another one, or crafted one, which is possible, then I could make my portal to the apocalypse. So it's like an end crystal, but more obsidian. So it's a nice expensive recipe, just you can't do it super easily. It takes some effort to get it working. I'm just going to nab these, so that then if I find another one, I can make myself a portal nice and easily. So grab that. And then, I'm going to test out the F chest, because that, in theory, will keep things nice and safe, so I don't lose them. I can put the milk buckets in there and the sugarcane. Destroyed it with an iron pick. Well, I mean, yeah, if it works, it works. That's awesome. I didn't think you could. That is news to me. You can destroy that with an iron pick. Right. I'm just going to start at the end of the ship, right in the back, and work my way up to the outside, because I'm sneaky like that. Ooh. Oh, if I had a flint and steel, I could just burn them all. Here they come. They can't open doors, can they? What if I just drown myself? Hello everyone. Okay. What I would really like right now is, oh no, I have a coffee table in my hotbar. In my hotbar. Get out of the way, bird. Okay, I can sneak around here, and what I would like is to not be shot, basically. Wait, you come over here. You stand. Oh, this is very, very cowardly. This is extreme cowardice. Ow! See, that's why we play cowardly. Oh, you're stuck down there, are you? Maybe I can come get you. Let's just... Ow. It was a bit explodey. Grab all these beds, because they stack. Thank you. Cyclic, I think did that. I hate the Minecraft beds only stack to 1. It's just such a weird thing to have. Ooh. Actually, I could make myself a bow with that. Go back to my cheeky crafting table. Let's just use about a random piece of wood. No, I couldn't. I would need one more string, obviously. I know there's like some fire charges and stuff in here, but I'm just grabbing the whole dispenser because dispensers are useful. I say, like, I generally pick up dispensers and then don't use them, but you know, they're valuable in theory. Grab, grab, grab. This is not what I set out to do. I set out to get a chicken egg, or you know, any egg really. Here we are, destroying an entire pirate ship, murdering the crew. That's just how Minecraft happens sometimes. Not many chests down here compared to normal. Okay, grab that. Yeah, I'd like to eat. I know there's like a pirate boss at the top. So I want to watch out for him. Cobwebs. Ooh, that's good. I can plop on there, chop it up. Invasion has ended. I barely noticed. It might be okay having both invasion and blood moon. Invasion's that rubbish. Get yourself discharged. I've got some apples and gold nuggets, so I can make myself some. Oh, hello. They just reflect that arrow. Perfect. Ah, then they dropped an arrow bow as well. Just after I made my own. A chest. Right. Gunpowder. Gotta save the gunpowder. Oh, nope, I need those. Okay. Some string. Oh, that's pretty good. Pirate hat, pirate hat, pirate hat! Oh. All I want is like a pirate hat, but with maximum enchantments on it. Just one base armor. It's a pirate hat, so it doesn't matter. Goodness, you've got a lot of health. It wasn't the captain, was it? No, captain's still here with his diamond sword. Gotcha. Bird! I don't have any seeds. I could have my own pirate bird. If only I had some seeds. Right, I think I might be done here. Okay, cool. Successfully raided. I do like burning them after I'm gone, after I'm finished with them, but not today. Does that say something about me? I like burning places I've been. I'm intrigued by that. I would very much like to go up there and get some ender pearls. Oh, another pirate ship. Not seeing many rabbits, though. Not rabbits. Yeah, I need to find some rabbits for some eggs. Not finding many chickens, which was the whole idea of this. And I still need the wheat, so I'm going to need to find a village or cultivate some. I do have quite a lot of bones now, though, so that shouldn't be too bad. Where is this enchanted sword I need? Life Leech 2. I was wondering why it felt quite easy going through that ship. And that would explain it. I was just constantly regenerating all my health, which is pretty good. I like that. I'll grab a bit of green. I mean, that sounded dodge. Like, not. It's definitely not drugs. Just grabbing myself some green dye. Drink. Rabbits. Rabbits who do not produce eggs. Aha! Another portal. Portal. It's not looking great for the egg hunt. And, oh, cool. There's a road up there, but then there'll be monsters under the road because it's dark. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that. Ooh, an anvil receiver. That's new. So we've got a few new things in the mod as well. Rocket launcher ammo. It's going to be valuable at some point. Power cube. I'll grab these two as well, because I don't particularly want to start up a portal here, but I want to have the option. I've probably got almost enough obsidian to make it wherever I want. Could always get some more. Oh, what? Ooh, whoa, okay. They're not meant to spawn that close. I mean, I suppose there's always a chance they will spawn that close. But there's some new stuff in Flan's mod. Unfortunately, because of the stuff over there. 2 anvil receivers. 2? It's pretty good. I don't need a piece of carpet. Open the chat before you mash buttons. Ooh, merge. Cool. Still learning the carpet. F. So yes, as I was saying, there are some new things in Flan's mod. We've had a lot of the gun models redone by James K2417. I don't know the order of those numbers. I will learn them at some point. But yes, we've got new gun models with new skins. They've all got sort of a classic sort of blue, orange, red, and green. Excuse me? Excuse me? So you've got a variety of colours, just block colours for you to set it up quite, like just to choose what you like, with some basic options. We'll be adding some more skins at some point soon, but the quality of the models is really good. It's a lot better than what we've had previously. There are a couple of the old models still around, specifically the minigun and the Desert Eagle. I think like the old AK and M16 they'd already had touch-ups. Basically, they weren't my models. Somebody had given them a bit of a sprucing up already. So, and we had quite a few nice skins for them. So those have all stayed in. And yeah, the Desert Eagle and the minigun have some legendary skins, so I kept those. But for the most part, legendary skins are now a special thing that you. Village. They're a special thing that you have to. You have to buy the paint job, or like pay for the paint job at the paint job at the gun modification table, with a rainbow paint can, which is a special item which is not obtainable in survival. The idea being that if you're a server owner, or if you're on the official server, and you, well, basically you can, as a server owner, you could give out those. You could give out rainbow paint cans as prizes, and I will be doing so on this server. As event rewards and as Patreon rewards as well, which will be coming soon, just to cover the costs of the server mostly, and also just as a nice sort of tip for doing dev, which helps me sort of get by and carry on developing. So yeah, that's all coming soonish. So yeah, we've got some new models and. What's the other thing? Oh, yeah, we've got a few more modifications. So, just put it in the chest. But a few more modifications. So some of them are more Minecrafty. Some of them. Oh, yes. What am I doing? Let's grab some meat. Thank you, villager. So some like a sort of a squeaky sponge upper receiver. There's some bit more like some that are a bit more sort of realistic. So like an anvil upper receiver, which I am told is a thing, or it might have been a thing in one of the Modern Warfare games. But yeah, it's a combination of some of the things that James K2417 came up with, and some of the stuff that I've been adding more recently as well. So you've just got a lot more options with modifying your guns to make things a bit more interesting. You can sort of balance it whichever way you like. So you can put in more of, you can sort of try and boost your attack damage, or try and boost your rate of fire, or your reload times, and basically you've got actual choices this time around, so you can decide, oh, I want to use this modification rather than this one, rather than in the previous iterations of the pack you've had sort of, there is a silencer or a long barrel, and that's kind of it for the barrel. You don't really have any choices, and there is a grip, or you don't have a grip. Like, that's not really offering interesting choices and decisions for you to make. So that's why we've kind of gone for a few more variants and things with drawbacks as well. So it's not all just like straight additions to the stats. So some of them might gold. Some of them might have a downside on them. Aha! So another new thing that's in addition to the core of Flan's mod is there's more Flan's mod loot in the loot tables. Also, we've got blocks of gunpowder, which is pretty cool because you can craft that into 9 gunpowder. But also, it's helped if you really got that much gunpowder, you can store it more easily in your base. So it's got the lovely yellow tape around the edge just to make sure you don't accidentally blow it up. It's very important that. I'll grab a bit of lapis just because that will help me out. I will keep the name tag. I don't seem to have a recipe for it at the moment. I'm not super fussed about the rest. I might take some gold wolf armor and advanced ender pearl. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, there's more Flan's mod loot in the loot table, so you get more chances to get things like what you just saw there, blocks of gunpowder, and also just blocks of iron. So when you're playing on a Flan's mod server, there is just more iron in the world. I don't like this place. I don't like this place at all. It shifts the loot table a little bit to be a bit more conducive to making lots of guns. That's the general idea of it, the general gist. I'm gonna go home now. Didn't find that chicken. Oh well. We can try a different direction from home and see what we find. Yeah, so there's more different attachments to get, and they appear more in chests. So you've got a lot more options to find cool things, mix and match them, and basically have a bit more fun in designing the guns that you want to play with, and that sort of thing. So I'm quite excited to see what people sort of put together with that. Hopefully all the attachments look nice and silly when all combined. You've got your stupidly long gun with your long barrel on top and a scope and a grip, and they're all sort of absolutely massive, and you've got this ridiculous skin going on. Should look pretty fun. I just open up the F chest. I've got plenty of those now. I could open up 2 time portals. Actually, if I get a bit more obsidian, I could have enough to open a time portal, travel through the apocalypse, and then come back. In theory, I think it's if you go with an AI mecha. So if your first trip in there is you going in by blowing up the world, as it were, then you will get your inventory will get stacked in a temporary player. So there's like the dead bodies in this. There'll be a player waiting for you with all your stuff. I think they'll be hostile as well. And then you get like a new set of starter stuff when you enter the apocalypse, and then it's just like it's a survival from scratch experience to try and get yourself to the exit portal. But I think if you go in via a portal, it won't do that. You'll just sort of end up with like another portal. Just have a link, and you'll be able to take stuff in and out as and when you please. So that's potentially a better way of doing it. I would be quite keen to get a cake as like a good end point for the stream. But if there's no chickens around, I'm not really sure like what the best way to do that would be. Oh, I can sleep because it's not. Yeah, it's not a blood moon and it's not an invasion night. And I think, yeah, just the amount of nights that you can't skip is a bit horrifying right now, so that will have to change. I'll pick one. I think it will probably be Blood Moon rather than Invasions. Just grabbing a bit of food. I'm ready to go hunt for chickens. Those chickens. I think the pack should be quite sort of stable though. Version 1 should be the version of the pack that we used for a while. Tweak should be quite server-side with the plugins and the mods. Just I could probably turn a couple of them off on the server. I hope that Move Plus is easy to work with. What? That chameleon. I just walked past it and it died. I hope I didn't cause its death. Just by walking past. It's a bit grim, really. I see a pig. Beige. Where is chicken? Oh, lava pool. Handy. But all my buckets have got milk in at the moment. Ow. There's plenty of cows. Never had a problem with. Was never going to have a problem with that. Oh, it's quite fun jumping over the lakes and things. Yeah, I'm a fan of Move Plus in theory. Like the sort of double tap to jump, double tap to dodge, etc. It's a nice idea, but I've already like got it so ingrained in my head that double tap is sprint that, and also just it seems to trigger accidentally sometimes when if you're tweaking sort of just left a bit right a bit with your WASD keys, then you might accidentally trigger it, which is not great. So maybe you can configure it on the client side. Say I don't want you to do it if it's like you need the double tap needs to be more slow, like a tap, or faster, like a tap. I don't know which one will be more sensitive, or which one. It might be a personal thing, like which one is picking up accidentally for me. It would be interesting. I can have a tweak. I'm just trying to have a little think about like what else we've got. Oh, modular turrets. I also had a suggestion for ICBM, but my experience with that has been that it's been quite laggy, and I've never actually had a use for it. Like by the time you've got base coordinates, you could probably just blow them up. Like you could go there, and you probably have gone there to find it. And people don't generally leak base coordinates that often, and I mean it wouldn't be as fun to just be like launch, and then you just hope that they die. But anyway, yeah, last time I used it on a server, it had horrible memory leaks in it, so I don't have any bones. So yeah, I haven't really considered that for this version. It might be different now, it's been a long time, but it didn't leave a great impression. Aha, another item. So, squeaky upper receiver reduces your damage, but also reduces your recoil and your bullet spread, so you're nice and accurate and don't sort of get a lot of kickback on the gun. I've got more than enough of these. I'm loath to just nick everything straight away on the server. It's not a very friendly thing to do. Oh my gosh, I just need one chicken. Well, and then I need to follow it around until it drops an egg. The quest for the cake. Ooh. Very nice. The chicken suspended on the treetop. Ooh, nearly jumped into some quicksand. I mean, it looks like quicksand. Right, you there. Lay an egg. So we're just going to wait here for a bit. I can get some wood. That's a good use of my time. But yeah, saying ooh, that's very nice looking wood. That could look really good in a house. So yeah, not got ICBM, but I have had quite a few requests for modular turrets, which will be quite nice. So the idea is you place a turret. I think it's like a turret core. The modularness of it is you place a core and then you attach modules to it. So you might sort of place a turret core and then add a minigun bit on top and a player detection thing on the side. I don't know. Again, it's one of these mods that looks really cool and I'm very excited to play with it, but I haven't really had a go yet. The general idea seems to be, you stick your turret together. Oh no. And then, no. That was really stupid. Aha. Nope. Hacks. Yeah, you build up your turret and you whitelist who you want to be allowed to not get, who you wanted to not shoot, and then yeah, it just defends your base. That's the theory. Ooh, a ghost god. This is weird. Got jungle trees here. But yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm sure it's going to result in people killing themselves at some point where they set their whitelist up wrong. Which really adds. That's all part of the hilarity of it, really. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a base that's nicely defended with turrets and a vault. I want to have a nice big vault full of all my valuables. Hopefully, we can have some faction v faction raids, which would be pretty cool. Come on, chicken! Come on, chicken! I want to make one cake. One cake. Cup. One egg. What's that for egg? Dodo egg. So I've got the wheat. I've got the milk. Yeah, I've got everything. I just need you to lay an egg. What? No, don't eat that. Just pick up the seeds off the floor and eat them. Chicken, you laid an egg down there? Please don't all fall in there. I'm just clearing up a bit of this because I might get some exciting exotic seeds, but mainly I can see they've dropped an egg. This is some fascinating Flan's mod gameplay in which I hunt for an egg. Hunt's the wrong word, really. What do you mean? Poach, I guess. You're taking a wild egg. Got an egg off a wild chicken. So feather, good, but not an egg. Yeah, I'm aiming for this as like a good endpoint for the session because it would be good to show off how the leaderboard starts to populate and get a name on a faction name on the board, as it were. Come on. Let's drop anything, or he's just scenery. Oh, what did I use this? I can get group them all up. There was another one, wasn't there? I feel like there were 4 chickens, including the one in the bog. Oh yes, you're scoffing the seeds, aren't you? Go on. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You've now had a child without producing an egg. Minecraft, you're weird. Alright, chicken family. Thank you for the feather. It's lovely, but I don't want it. No, go in the hole, go in the hole, go in the hole. Alright, and then... An egg! An egg, an egg, an egg. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you don't need that, that's quite cheap. Right. F don't get killed for 5 seconds. This is it. This is what it was all about. Is the egg. Just milk, 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 wheat, sugar. Just a couple of bits of ammo in there. Hopefully I get some guns at some point. 2 sugar. That's it. There we go. So, oh yeah, my faction is called No Die. So yeah, that's how the leaderboard works. There are call-outs in chat for when people complete milestones, so it doesn't completely spam the chat. So when a faction completes crafts their first cake and every 5th cake, I think, so it'll be like, oh, they've crafted 5 cakes, they've crafted 10 cakes. I might do like an exponential fall off if it gets too bad, and we like actually need to calm it down and not have it spamming the chat constantly about yeah, like if people are batch crafting cakes, it might get a bit hectic. So yeah, I'll try and avoid that. We'll see how it goes. But if I do leaderboard top, and Please No Die has got 12 points because Please No Die has points on the cake board. So yeah, we have crafted 1 cake and we are number 1. So hopefully other people will get involved pretty soon and we'll be completely wiped out. I mean, I say we, I'll be completely wiped out on the leaderboard because I'm sure people will be a lot more committed to really going for it and flooding the market with cake. So, nom nom nom. I'm just going to eat some of my cake, get my health up, and I think that's it from me. Didn't do much Flan's mod content today. But yeah, I had a good explanation of how the pack works and showed off some of the survival, the world, talked about some of the mods. So hopefully that was enlightening for somebody. And I mean, if you've seen this bit, you've probably seen the start of the video. I just went over a quick thing about how to get the CurseForge links working. So if you need that, it's there. That should be it for now. I might be streaming on Tuesday after work, so keep an eye out. But yeah, go to sleep, and that is. Oh no! Oh, I wanted to stop the stream while I was in bed, but there's just too many buttons to press. Too many buttons. Yeah, right. That's it. So see you later. Bye.